What's up, you guys? It's Cody, your Utah realtor. So the other day I had somebody who was in town here in Salt Lake City, and they were asking me some questions, hey, what do you love about Salt Lake? What makes it so unique to live here? What are the best places to consider if you were looking to live here? And it really just kind of got me thinking, what areas would be best to live in? What areas would I recommend to somebody who's looking to move here? A lot of people move here because of the easy access that they get to those outdoor activities. You've got access to every single outdoor activity you could ever want here in Salt Lake City. You can go hunting, you can go kayaking, you can get on the boat, you can go climbing, you can go ice climbing, skiing, fishing. You've got every single thing you want here, all within a very short distance. So like I said, that kind of got me thinking about what areas are best. What's going to be a good recommendation that I could give to somebody if they're thinking about moving here? We're going to talk about that right now. But really quick, guys, before we do that, I want to say if you're thinking about making a move here to Salt Lake City or any of the surrounding areas, make sure to get in touch with me. You can call me, text me, email me, just get a hold of me any way that you need to so that we can have a chat about the type of lifestyle you're looking for and a little bit about some of the areas that you're going to want to know about. I love it when you guys reach out, and I'd love to hear from you. Let's jump into it. And make sure to watch all the way till the end to get the best reason to live here in Salt Lake City. You'll want to know that. All right, so number one on our list is going to be Bluffdale, Utah. Now, this actually sits at the south end of Salt Lake County, and the reason why this is such a great area is because you've got immediate access to literally everything on the list that we just talked about. You've got access to all of the outdoor activities that you could want. You've also got access to the Silicon Slopes. There's a big industry here, and of course there's other jobs here. It's not just the tech industry that's booming here in Salt Lake City, but that is a big portion of it, and that's where a lot of the growth is happening. So being close by that area is going to give you a ton of job opportunities that you may be able to take advantage of. In addition to that, it's mostly a new area, so you're going to see a lot of new growth, and the homes that are already there are all brand new. I was talking to somebody about this the other day, actually, about how nice it is to live in a new area, because when you go to these different stores, you go to restaurants, or even to other people's houses, it's really clean. The architecture's new, they're generally clean, and they're just really nice. They're built well, and they're built to be designed for what we need in today's society. They're not built for what was needed 50 years ago. So it's really nice to go into department stores or even restaurants and just feel like you're in a nice, new, clean place. In addition to that, putting a new home in a great area like Bluffdale, you're in the heart of the activity that's going on here in the Salt Lake City area. Salt Lake County and Utah County are the two most populous counties here in Utah. So being right in the heart of that, right on the border of those two counties, just gives you a ton of growth opportunities. And if you're buying a home in those areas, you're going to see a lot of appreciation over the coming years. The other thing that I want to mention that I've talked about a few times here on the channel is the prison site that's going to be redeveloped over the next 5, 10, 15 years and beyond. This is over 600 acres of land that's going to be developed, and it sits actually in Draper, which is just north of Bluffdale, but this is going to be a massive redevelopment going on. 600 acres of space is a huge amount of land. They're going to be putting in shops, they're putting in homes, retail, parks. Just about everything that you could need, you're going to find here in this area. So being close to that is going to give you a ton of opportunity moving forward to be a part of that growth that's coming. So number two on our list is going to be downtown Salt Lake. Now, this may seem like the obvious choice because we talk about living and moving to Salt Lake City so often here on this channel. That's what it's entirely about. But I think that the downtown and surrounding areas is one of the better places to live here in the county. In the past, the downtown area was mostly just a place where people went into town to work, and then they left and went out to the suburbs where they lived. And over just the last couple of years, this has changed immensely. There's a lot of shops going in there, new houses, there's a lot of bars and restaurants. People are going into the downtown area to actually enjoy their nightlife and enjoy their off days. Weekends are getting busier here in this part of town, and you're just seeing a lot of activity going on that you wouldn't have seen 10 or 15 years ago. I like to kind of compare Salt Lake City as a mini Denver. We're not near as big as them. We don't have the population or anything like that, but I do kind of see us moving in that direction. And if you look at Denver, they've had a ton of growth recently. And even just looking at some of the high level numbers, what the economies look like there, I could see us following in their footsteps pretty closely. I guess what I'm getting at here is that rent prices are going to continue to go up, home prices will continue to go up, and being close to that downtown hub is going to be important in the years to come. More and more people are moving into this area because they want to live in a diversity-rich part of town, and you've just got great access to everything you could ever need. More people want to be able to walk or bike to the stores that they need to get to, or just the places they're going. and more people are wanting to take public services like buses or the Trax line, or even just take an Uber or a Lyft to get where they're going. And of course, nightlife is growing. People want to have easy access to get to bars, restaurants, entertainment, different events that are going on around town. And so being in this area really gives you that opportunity. Now, number 3 on our list is going to be Saratoga Springs and Eagle Mountain. These two cities sit on the west side of Utah County, and they're absolutely exploding right now. Now, the best things about these two cities is that they're out of the hustle and bustle of the tech corridor that you get between Provo and Lehigh. In these two cities, you're going to find mostly new homes, and in fact, there's a ton of new homes being built out in this area, and the commercial development isn't too far behind. You know, just a couple of years ago, they really didn't have too much out there, so if you were living there, it kind of felt like you were out in the boonies, but now you've got access to a lot of great day-to-day shops and, you know, restaurants and even stores that you would need to, whether it's Home Depot or Walmart or, you know, grocery stores, stuff like that. You've got easy access to get to those, and because this area is just absolutely exploding, it's a great place to be for the long term. You're going to find a lot of kids out there, and it's going to be a little bit more of a family-focused area. Now, as I mentioned, you sit on the west side of Utah County, but if you work over in the Provo, Orem, or anywhere up to Lehigh, or even anywhere else here along the Wasatch Front, you've still got easy access to get to that, but you can kind of live in a more suburban residential neighborhood. The other thing that I do want to mention is that you can head west or even south and get easy access to the open desert. This is great because you can go ride dirt bikes, you can go shoot guns, you can go ride razors, you can do a lot of fun activities out there, and you're really close to it. You can also find new homes out here that are going to be more affordable than a lot of the other homes that we've talked about here on this channel, and you can even get great views of the Wasatch Mountains. Now, regardless of which city or area you choose when moving here to Salt Lake City, it's important to remember that you're just a few short hours away from everything this state has to offer. You can head down to Moab and see that beautiful red rock. You can go to St. George for a nice getaway in the winter. You can go to Lake Powell for awesome times on the lake, or go to any of the national parks that we have here in the state. There's so much to do here, and you won't regret it if you move here. I know that I really like living here, and if you're thinking about doing the same, make sure to get in touch with me. As always, guys, call me, text me, email me, just get a hold of me any way that you need to. I love it when you guys reach out, and I'd love to have a conversation about the type of lifestyle you're looking for, what area and what type of home is going to best fit your needs. My information's here on the screen. I look forward to chatting with you. If you like this content, make sure to give me a thumbs up here on the video. Subscribe to the channel down below if you haven't already done so that you can stay informed on new videos that I release here on the channel about what it's like to live in Salt Lake City, Utah. And I'll see you in the next one.